Okay. All right. Let's check it. Do. Let's check it. All right. What the fresh heck is going on here, ladies and gents? I'm Divik. Welcome back. Actually, to Five Nights at Freddy's, the OG, because y'all, we gotta talk about that security breach trailer. Like, it's been a couple days, and I'm still losing my mind over this trailer and how crazy it was. But honestly, though, I step back, I really look at it, I think about it, and this series overall, and I just wanted to take this time to really to express my love for this series, what I like about it so much, my history with it, and why it has probably some of the most humblest beginnings I've ever seen for a game's creation. Now, I remember when actually I saw the original trailer for this long time ago, right? Before this first game came out, right? I saw the first trailer for it. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was cool. I was like, okay, animatronic horror, sweet. That's not gonna give me nightmares for like my entire existence or what have you. Let's see, 5. Let's see, Freddys. And also, this is not a video that you're meant to like be interacting with, or like I don't really plan on playing anything. But let's see. Okay, so the first trailer from Scott was, well, actually, hold on a second. That's the FNAF 2 trailer. The FNAF 1 trailer, like the trailer, Five Nights at Freddy's, was uploaded, let's see, June 14th of 2014. So quite literally 7 years ago, that first trailer dropped. And in those 7 years, this game has exploded, or game series has exploded. And when I saw the first trailer, yeah, I didn't think much of it. And then I saw Markiplier, who I was just getting into, actually play it. I didn't watch any gameplay, I didn't think much of it, but I was right alongside with him when he was uploading every single part of that first game. And then that's how I ran into 8-Bit Ryan, Smike, and all the big FNAF tubers at the time that came out of the woodwork. And the theories didn't really start until FNAF 2 came along, which was like, I think just a few months after this game. And it was at that point that this really started to pick up. And what I like about this series, like I said, is that it has probably the most humblest beginnings. Because if you realize, and in case you guys forgot, this was Scott Cawthon's last-ditch effort to make money for his family. Ooh, excuse me, that was gross. And that's pretty much why this series got started. And he was just trying to make ends meet. And he was a game creator, this was his last-ditch effort. He was going to, if this game failed, he was going to quit game creation altogether. Because the last big game series he tried was, I think, oh my gosh, I forget what the other one's called, but I think Chipper and Son's Lumber and Company. I think that was a game that he made. It was panned by pretty much everyone, and I think someone of significance, his name escapes me at this time, akin the character movements and everything to animatronic characters or like robots and whatnot. So after a depression period and a moment of realization, oh, you want animatronic horror? Alright, bet. Here's Five Nights at Freddy's. And the funny thing is that this trailer, he had a GoFundMe or a crowdfunding service or whatever for it. It made $0. It made absolutely nothing. But he then did actually, get the game out there. People got their hands on it. and it blew up. Once Yami Mash and Markiplier played it, and then it started picking up steam, it took off from there. But anyways, then you get FNAF 2 a few months later, then you get FNAF 3, 4, Sister Location after a break period. Then you fast forward through all of that, and to now 2021, you have a AAA gaming studio, Steel Wool Studios, making not one, not two, but 3 games. I think FNAF AR and VR were made by the same company, I'm pretty sure. Hold on a second. I want to confirm this real quick. Let's see. FNAF VR. Steel Wool Studios, so yeah. So that was by Steel Wool Studios. FNAF AR Special Delivery. Oh, by Illumix, excuse me. Okay, so Illumix made that, and then the other one was Steel Wool Studio. So this company made 2 games for this series. Illumix making the other one. And can you imagine? Imagine you're in 2014, right? And you're like, oh, in about 70 years, a AAA gaming studio is going to get their hands on this series and make a game for it. That's incredible. And my history with that is this is an insane series. I would never play it because that's just terrifying. Robots freak me out, yet I have Android characters for both RWBY and a saga of my own creation. Such logic, right? But you know what? And I remember when the first ever game theory came out for, I think it was for this game, and MatPat attributed this game series to an actual murder, which he drummed up some similarities between the two, and that ended up not going anywhere. But that guy, MatPat, became the face of the FNAF theory crowd for quite some time, actually. And I saw that, and I thought it was interesting. And you know what? I did see some previous videos bought from the game theorist. I was like, okay, you know what? If he's going to cover FNAF, I'm in. And that's pretty much, I was trying to get as much information about this series as possible. But even in the first game, the lore for this series was very hard to come by. It's like, okay, what's the story of this series? And as we went along, more stuff was kind of revealed and shown to us. And Scott kind of trolled some steps of the way, and I never really spoke out when all the allegations came out about him and he announced his retirement. I never really spoke about that because I thought it was necessary. Now, should he have been canceled for what he did? I mean, he was doing what he was believing in, so you can't really fault that. But I can see why people were angry. I can see why people were hurt by the actions he took. And I think him retiring was a very smart move. And it's healthier. And plus, he needed to step away from with his family anyway. He's spending more time with this series than he is with his own kids, and for his point of view, that makes sense. That's fair. So, and that's also another. There's also a movie on the way. Lord knows when that's coming, but Security Breach is here to hold us over. Now, for that trailer, we're like, how many minutes in now? We're almost 10 minutes into the video, and I haven't even talked about the actual trailer itself. But I'll say this. I lost my mind. Now, I was watching all the little theories, all the breakdowns and everything, and I think it's amazing. Now, I'm actually looking at the trailer right now as I speak, and it looks incredible. The animations are so fluid. The lighting is really, really good. The animatronic models are detailed in ways that even this game doesn't have. And it's improved so much. The lighting is good. When you get the pan around shot and then you get the holograms of the animatronics, it looks so good. Vanessa, the security guard, she looks so much better than she did from the first trailer. Take your minds out of the gutter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And just the horror aspects of this trailer are right there. When you see Sunrise drop and then Moon drop, rise from where he was, that's creepy. That's amazing. And then you get the first shot of, Rockstar Freddy, I think, isn't it? Well, not Rockstar Freddy, Glamrock Freddy, and you climb into the chest and you're able to hide. This game looks incredible. Now, there is one bit of the trailer that gives people pause, and it's like, okay, what the heck's going on here? And it comes in at about, oh gosh, what's the time frame? At about 59 seconds. Oh my gosh, I forget, my phone screen is cracked. Yeah, about 59 seconds into the trailer, there's this little shot of Montgomery Gator and Roxanne Wolf standing outside of what looks to be an office. Now, this part gave people pause because it looks like the quality, quote unquote, just dipped. And honestly, I think this is fine, because if you really look at it, it's clearly a security camera or it's from Gregory's wristwatch. I highly doubt that a wristwatch would have 1080p 4K, whatever the highest quality is now, like picture, and it's gonna be like the most detailed thing ever and whatnot. I doubt it would really have that good of a quality, actually. But hey, if this gets improved upon, fine. If it stays the same, also fine, because it doesn't make sense for it to be as detailed as the rest of the trailer, and a lot of this is clearly in-game cutscenes, so so it actually looks good. Imagine FNAF having cutscenes. What? See, and that's such a simple thing, but it's so crazy to really think about. FNAF has cutscenes. What? What? That's amazing. And I think it was oh gosh, was it FNAF 2? I think that started that. I think it was FNAF 2. Yeah, it was FNAF 2 that started that. And it's still insane. And you got full-on 3D, like fully animated cutscenes in Five Nights at Freddy's. That is insane. And as we continue along, Montgomery Gator probably has the coolest entrance ever when he's swinging on the pendulum thing. That's really, really cool. There's so much going on in this trailer. The giant music man is terrifying. The animatronics look good. When they get their full introduction, Roxanne Wolf, it looks like something straight out of an 80s cartoon, and I freaking love it. Chica gets a really cool introduction. You get to see the underground, which is really nice. Montgomery Gator probably has the most vibing entrance ever, with his. And it's like, is that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the animatronic? And I'm not the only one that thought that. I saw a bunch of Twitter GIFs comparing when he tilts his glasses down to like when The Rock does it. And it is gold. It is funny. It's funny. I just love this trailer overall. Chica looks good. Lol. All the animatronics look amazing. Freddy is great. Still questioning why he's twitching. And the idea that you can also the fact that you're able to fight back against these animatronics, it's such a small thing, but if you realize that's something that we low-key have been wanting to be able to do for a long time. You've been able to you're just warding them off. You're just preventing them from killing you. You never really engaged with them. You never really fought them. So the idea of them being able to shoot an animatronic in the face with like like some kind of weapon, or like coming into direct conflict with these robots, is something that I think a lot of FNAF fans have been wanting to be able to do for a long time. And you're able to do that finally in this game. And even in FNAF AR, Special Delivery, you were able to just flash your lights, put on a mask or what have you, and that was pretty much it. Or you turn your head away. This is the first game where you actually come in direct conflict and you actually fight these animatronics, or these robots, whatever you want to call them. I'd say the robots, personally. Because I'd say, like, as far as the movements and everything, it's on par with, I would say, the sister location animatronics, which, as far as animation quality, it looks pretty darn good. I mean, I would argue, actually, that this looks way better, and that's what happens when a studio gets their hands on an indie property that was made pretty much by one guy by himself, until you get to sister location and there's people other than him taking part in the production. Because I think sister location was the first time we actually had the robots talk directly to you. And that was something, even when sister location was coming up, was just an insane prospect. And now you got Freddy Fazbear himself not only talking directly to you, but also helping you. And out of all the animatronics, Freddy Fazbear? Really? That's probably the biggest shocker of them all. And I was talking to my coworker, because he saw the trailer and he knows that I'm a fan of this series, and it was actually thanks to him that I even started playing Five Nights on the channel, because it was a deal between the two of us. If I play through Five Nights at Freddy's, he will play Alien Isolation. Now, I actually haven't checked up on that in a while. I might have to actually ask. But this series is incredible. The trailer looks outstanding. I mean, there's nothing really. I don't really have any complaints. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I think this series is great. I think that the security breach has promise, and plus, with the release date now revealed, we're getting this not in November, but in December, about the middle of the month. I want to say the 16th, I think it is. It's looking good, and GG's to literally everyone who worked on this game. And I guess it's really poetic that I have the first game up as my backdrop here, because this is where the series started. This is how we got started. It was just a last-ditch effort to support a man's family. And now look, a AAA gaming studio has made 2 games for this series, with also a movie on the way. That's incredible. That is truly incredible. And hate this series or love it, but you have to admit that's incredible. That's really, really cool. And, it's hard to say any negatives about this, about Security Breach, as of right now, because you only have the 2-minute trailer, and I personally don't really have anything bad to say about it, because it's hard to say how good or bad a game is going to be based on just a trailer alone. I mean, look at Sonic 06. The trailers were cool, but the game itself was pretty garbage. And I had this to say on Twitter yesterday. I said, what a time to be a FNAF fan. To think this series started as an indie developer's last-ditch effort to make money for his family. It looks so good and incredible. Steel Wool Studios is doing amazing. And they are. And they are. This is incredible. This game looks good. Everyone is doing a spectacular job. And that is something that is worth mentioning and worth giving praise to. Because honestly, I couldn't imagine Scott being capable of making something like this on his own. I mean, sure, you might be able to in like 5-6 years. But if you look at the series from like this point right here to now, it has only improved. Now, say what you want about the story, about, the jump scares are stupid, whatever. This series has grown into something amazing, and people of all ages enjoy this series. The theories, the games themselves, the fan games, the fanverse initiative that came out of this. And most developers try to stay away from fan-made creations, and Scott Cawthon embraced them. And that is something worth praising. That is something worth admitting. It's like, okay, that's pretty freaking cool. And it is. That's incredible. It really is incredible, and it's something worth praising. Again, I keep saying that. But it is. It really is. Now, obviously, I will be playing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I will be playing that. And honestly, today, I didn't feel like playing FNAF 3, but I really had to talk about this trailer because it is so good. It's too good. Now, I guess the only thing, as I'm sitting here thinking of what to say about this trailer, I guess the only thing I could really say is I hope Vanny is able to stand on her own. Because you still have William Afton, who is the killer behind everything, as a part of this game. I wish they would just put him aside and let this new character take the place of the killer. Because you have a very interesting character. Now, there is a theory that Vanny and Vanessa, the security guard, are one in the same. I personally hope that isn't the case. But if it is, I think that character basis alone, a Jekyll and Hyde type situation, is very, very interesting. Because you already have that with Sunrise and Moondrop in a technical sense. But to have it for an actual human character that actually has a part in the story other than the player character, it's incredible. Now, the end bit with Vanny is really good. Now, it's very obvious that she's possessed, and she's skipping along like Glitch Trap did, and I think it's VR. I really hope that that Glitch Trap and William Afton take a back seat, and Vanny gets to actually be in the forefront of this game as far as the antagonists are concerned. That's my only hope. I hope she gets to her moment to shine, because obviously at the end of that, I think it was the first trailer, we get that nightmare animatronic looking hand with the purple glow, and that's obviously William. I hope Vanny gets her time to shine without being overshadowed by William Afton, excuse me, or Glitch Trap for that matter. I hope she gets her moment to shine, because having a human antagonist that you actually directly interact with is really cool. And I think that's something worth mentioning. And it is a must. Now, that's all I really have for this one. What did you guys think of the trailer? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Actually, if you hated it, just stay away from my comment section altogether. Let's keep hate away from me, please. I already have enough issues with that as it is. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, drop a comment letting me know. And what is an aspect you want to hear my opinion on when it comes to this game series? And I'll talk about it. Now, whether it's over actual gameplay or what, that remains to be seen. I would have had an entire recorded video for this, but the computer I have is stupid. It refuses to update, and I can't actually even get iMovie on it, or any editing program on it, because it won't update. And this is the best I can really do for discussion videos, where I just sit here, have a game up, and I just talk. That's the best I can really do. But I did have to talk about this trailer because it was incredible. It's really, really good. And check it out if you haven't. 10 out of 10, do recommend. And you know what? If you really want to see how much this game series has improved, go watch the original trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's, and then watch the newest Security Breach trailer, and recognize that is the same game series, and it is incredible how much it has improved, and it has grown over time. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna use the ARC outro for this one. Now remember, kids, nobody panic, and I'll see you next time. I'd say the ARC outro is very appropriate for this one. Have a good one, guys.